welcome back to Legally Preserved. My name is Melissa and I'm a recent law school graduate. I also have a love for growing and preserving my own food. So today we're going to do two things. I'm going to kind of give you an early fall garden tour where we're doing a lot of succession planting, which means we had a spring harvest, a summer harvest, and now we are on our last fall crop. And then we're also going to take a look back at our wine today. And excuse my voice, my allergies are kind of messing with me. So let's go ahead and get down to the garden. Okay, so let's start off with our newest bed. On our left, we have all of our green beans. This is our second crop for green beans. We had them in the spring and now we're bringing them back for fall. In the front here, we have some broccoli and cauliflower and some cabbage. We also have a little pumpkin, but it's not doing very well. Let's see if we can find one. Here's a little one. And then in the back, we have all of our black-eyed peas. And these have done amazing. I don't think I've gone a day without harvesting from them. Here's one that's pretty much ready here. We wait until they just start turning yellow, and then they're ready. Behind me, this is actually one sweet potato. They should be ready soon. They do have some pretty purple flowers on them. And over here, these are our tomatoes. They're kind of on their last leg because they're at the very end of our summer crop. In the middle here, this is broccoli, cauliflower. We have some carrots right around the outside. We just want to use up as much space as we possibly can. And these are all of our little cabbage. It's so cool you can actually tell what the plants are. Then we have some squash growing. And this seed, they actually mixed from last year. We had zucchini and squash and they kind of crossed a little bit. Over here we have all of our okra, and these just have the prettiest leaves on them. Here we have some of our cayennes. This was a volunteer and we ended up having to move it. But these are actually, I use these in our dinner every night, just like crushed red pepper. And these are another cross. They're a cross between banana peppers and cayenne. And let me see, I think we have a red one hiding back here somewhere. Here we go. It's kind of funky looking. So let's go over to our peppers. And these are all of our pepper plants. We have some bell peppers. They're still not ready yet. We'll give them a little bit longer. We have some cabbage mixed in here. And these are our habaneros. It's hard to see them when they're green, but they'll all start turning red soon. This was another volunteer as well. And here we have more cayennes. We have some of them turning red. And these are our poblano peppers. This is actually one of our favorite new additions this year. We use these with just about everything. So let's go on to our jalapenos. And these are our mammoth ones. I did just harvest yesterday, I think. So there are only a few big ones left. Then we have some more cayennes, which was a volunteer again, and then some banana peppers. Our banana peppers really surprised us because we didn't have much luck the beginning of the summer and didn't think we would harvest any. But as you can see, now we're doing pretty well. So yay for volunteers. Okay, so that was just a quick garden tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And now we're gonna go ahead and move into the second part of our video, which is the wine portion. So we'll see you inside. Okay, so let's get into the wine portion. I have a couple set out just that are in different stages of the process. The only thing I did different from last time was I added about a teaspoon of yeast to each of these big jars. Now this one I did yesterday. It's already on its second ferment, which is where we're just going to transfer the jars, add a little bit more sugar, and any spices or seasonings that you want. So this one, it's finally starting to get that darker, almost like pink color. And then these two, I did a little bit differently. This one, after I made the jam, all that mash, I poured it into here. And this one is all of just the full berries. And this one I just started yesterday, and I used the mash for this one as well. And I'm just gonna keep this on a plate because for the first few days, really to the first week, sometimes you'll get some overflow. But we haven't had any yet with this. Okay. So these two are still on their first ferment. We're gonna go ahead and transfer them over today. And we just want a sanitized jar. And since this one is the full berries, I'm gonna go ahead and use just a little strainer. And I'm gonna mash them just a little bit to release the flavor and really to release the color. You'll notice this one with the full berries is a lot lighter than the other one. And we just want to get just some more color. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and start pouring these in slowly because the strainer's pretty small. And if some berries go around you, it's all right because we're gonna end up putting them in the end anyway. We're just trying to get some of that color out of them. So I'm just gonna keep repeating this step. I'm gonna pour the mash into a bowl just so you can see the pure color of it, and we will be back. So we're almost done with this. And I'm not sure how well the camera will pick it up, but we really have gotten a lot more color. Go ahead and show you. It was really clear in the beginning, and now we're starting to get, it's more yellow, and it's really developing more of a pink color as well. So now we're just gonna go ahead and dump our fruit back in. And this is where we're gonna get a lot of the flavor development. If you want to start adding some spices, you could do some herbs like mint if you were doing this for the summertime. But I really want mine ready right about Christmas. So in one I added cinnamon. You could do some allspice, some nutmeg, some cloves. It's really up to what kind of berries you have and what kind of flavor development you really want. So we're gonna go ahead and add a cup of sugar. And what this is gonna do is feed the yeast. When we changed the jars, we added in a lot more oxygen. So the yeast is kind of gonna reactivate. And we're just gonna give it something to feed off of. So we're gonna give it a stir. And now we're gonna let this sit for about another month. So we're gonna go ahead and change the date. And for our second jar that has the mash in it, we're not even gonna strain it. We're just gonna go ahead and pour it over and do the sugar just the same as we did this one. And that'll be it. So after about a month, we're gonna go ahead and transfer it to these jars. And these seal. You could get some and do a cork if you wanted to do that, but this is just easier for me. And this bottle's cute. So once we put it in here, we'll just let it age. So once we put it into this jar, it's gonna age and you can really use it whenever you're ready. This would make a great Christmas gift, which is hopefully we'll get enough that I can do that too. So that is it for our video today. I did end up putting a cinnamon stick in every single one of the jars that I did, just because I had tasted the one I did yesterday where I had added 2 cinnamon sticks. So much better. It was amazing. So we're gonna let these sit for a month, and then we will be back when I go to bottle them and start aging them for Christmas. Alright, well thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.